Okay, so we are on video 4. So what do you think video 4 is about? Well, let's recap on what we've looked at so far. So the first week we looked at poses and putting a pose into our body and being able to act that character just through a pose. Then we started looking in video 2 about how we moved around the space as our character, how we moved. Then video 3 was how we spoke as that character, you know, what were they feeling and how did they say those lines. So we had a few exercises last time about how to deliver lines in different ways, but how was your character feeling at that time? So we've looked at walking, we've looked at poses, we've looked at talking. So what's going to happen in video 4? We're going to put all those together, okay? Because that's exactly what being a character and being an actor is being able to physicalise it and to speak it, to tell that story, because that is our job as an actor. So what I want us to do is revisit, just to get it into our bodies, the magic rock exercise that we looked at in video 1. So I want you to get into your magic rock position, in your ball, in your tight ball, or in your nice neutral position. And I want you to take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, excellent, okay? So on the count of 3, what I want you to do is that when you wake up, I want you to pull a pose as your character. Okay, now these characters, we have now worked upon them, so we know a little bit more about them as the actor. We should be able to answer what their favourite food is and what they like to do and who's their best friend. So when you pull this pose, it should be really specific to your character, okay? So magic rocks, when you wake up, you will pull a pose as your character. 1, 2, 3. And hold it, and hold it. Keep it going. Good, and stop. We're going to do that one more time because sometimes it takes a while for us to get into our bodies, but really be strong with your characters. And don't forget, it can be the ones that you've made up. It can be one that's from a previous production, one that you're going to do with Theatretrain, or it could be one that we already know, and like, for example, Harry Potter, which is a wizard. I don't mind what character you've picked, but what I want to see is how you put that into your body. That's the most important bit for this. So shut your eyes. I'm going to do the same again. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Take this time to really think about what your pose is going to look like and how you're going to put it into your body. 1, 2, 3. Magic rocks, magic rocks. When you wake up, you will pull your pose. Go. Great. Excellent. And hold it. Hold it, hold it. Good, wonderful. So we're going to do it one more time. I want you to really think about, are you using your whole body? Now, if you're like lazy and don't care, you know, your body is slumped, but I'm still really using every part of my body to show that story. If I'm really happy, I'm using everything in my body to show that I am happy, everything is strong. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're really happy, this is not showing me that. That's kind of your arms in the air and you're a bit happy. But if I'm really happy, everything's moving. So don't be lazy with your body because we want you to commit. We want you to give everything that you've got to show that character, because as an audience, we're guessing what you're doing because you're showing us that. So one more time, really, really strong, okay? So go into your ball, go into a neutral position. Magic rocks, when you wake up, you will do your character pose, nice and strong. 1, 2, 3. Good, excellent, wonderful, lovely. So stage 2 is that we're going to put this pose, whatever your pose is. So I'm going to go back to my teacher pose. So I'm really scowling and nasty, unlike me really. And then I'm going to start walking around the space. We've done this before. So do your first pose as a starting position. Then use it to walk around the space. Now, you can keep like this, but really think about where you are. What are you doing? How is your body responding? So clear away your sofa, your table. Use the space to walk around and explore different ways that your character is feeling and what are they doing. Good, just keep on going. Just walk around. Are they, are they rushing around? Are they really, really, really fast? Are they taking their time? Because is your character tired? Are they lazy? Have they been up all night because they've been working really hard? Are they in a rush? Are they running somewhere? Make sense of your character. If it is Harry Potter, for example, is he putting spells on? Is he running away? Think of all these wonderful things that you can do. Explore your character. Just keep on walking around the space. You're going to do another minute of that. So just listen to what I'm saying, but, just do your own thing. Yet again, what I'd love you to do is to make sure that you are videoing it and you're sending it to us, okay? And if you've got somebody else in the room with you and they're doing their own characters, respond to that character that's just walked past. Maybe say hello to them. Let's start putting some dialogue into it. Let's start talking about it. But if you haven't, for now, don't worry. Just really commit to that character and think about, where are they? What are they doing? What's just happened to them that's going to affect the way that they are? What are they feeling like? Have they thought of a memory that's happened a few weeks ago and they're waiting at the bus stop? Don't feel like you have to just keep on walking around the space. If your character needs a still moment, we've done our poses, If the teacher's in the classroom, what are they shouting at that kid, but then trying to help that kid? Are they getting something from the shelf? Really start putting into your bodies. Start moving around. Just do about 20 more seconds of that. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing and what characters you've chosen and what's going on around here. Excellent. Good. So you've started walking. You've started putting your characters into your body. So what do you think we're going to do? We're now going to start walking and talking at the same time. Now, you came up in video 3 with your own line. So I want you to go back to that line and maybe come up with some other ones. So, for example, my teacher one was, what are you doing? So now I might pick, oh, please don't do that. And maybe the other one might be, listen. So please don't do that, listen, and what are you doing? So we're going to move around the space. I'm just going to move my chair here. Okay, and I'm going to try and keep in shot. So for you guys, it doesn't matter. If you have got all the space, then use it. So I'm going to go a little bit further. So I might be looking. What are you doing? Please just be quiet. Class, quiet, please. Okay. So think about your character and walk around and talk, okay? So you can pretend that there are people in the room with you now, that the teacher and me has got the class around me. You might be thinking of, I don't know, if you're a ballerina, you might be on the stage doing your ballet dance, but then what happens when you pack up to go home and you've got to go make tea or you're going to go see your friend? So start walking and talking as your character. Excellent. So move around the space and think about who you're speaking to, what are you saying, and also why are you saying and how are you saying it? Are you really angry? Are you really happy? Just keep this going, but walking and talking, physicalizing it now. As I speak to you as a character, Kate, that's your drama teacher, theatre, and I'm engaging my body. I'm moving my hands. I'm looking at you. I'm feeling, and I'm trying to tell you information, so it's a different way of kind of speaking, rather than me going, come on guys, just listen to me, which sometimes does happen in my class. So really think about that. Good, excellent. I'm just going to come back into the space. So let's just recap before we get on to video 5. What have you been looking at in this video? And yet again, you need to practice this at home and listen to what I've said and start doing it as homework. I want you to pick your own lines for your character and I want you to walk around and say them, basically. But think about, how do you say it? Why are you saying it? And what is that character feeling? Now, if you've got some dialogue, some scripted dialogue for your character that's already been written. Now start putting that into it. You know, Chester Friday are doing Footloose. So how does Ren talk to Reverend Shaw, that line? Or in the Burger Blast, when he has that fight with Chuck, it's physical. They're, you know, they're having a fight. So what are you going to say? So start thinking about acting. Start thinking about walking and talking and delivering those lines. Excellent. And then we'll put this into place for video 5 when I explain our next challenge. See you soon. Bye.